So, there would be certain allowances, or maybe you're on fixed income like Social Security. You can buy a house on Social Security. Maybe you're taking withdrawals from your 401k or pension. That's all good. So the best place is to just get an application filled out just to kind of see where you stand. So if you're a little deficient in certain areas, we'll be able to tell you that. If your credit score is a little light, we can run a credit simulator and come back and say, hey, if you pay off this card and that card down to $2,000, your score should jump up 40 points. So even if it's something that's a year out, okay, but you want to know where you're at, okay, talk to us. We'll approve you, okay? The idea of having your credit ran for financing, it's not some detrimental thing that your score is going to drop 100 points. Whenever you're going to apply for financing, it is a hard credit check, but it affects your score 1 to 2 points. And generally the next month when you go to pay your bills, your score either hasn't moved or goes right back to where it was. So those are normally some concerns that we're asked about, how does it affect my credit? What do I need to apply for a mortgage and how long does it take? Really, when you call me and I send you the application, you fill it out on Monday. We're either talking Monday or we're talking Tuesday to review it and you're pre-approved, okay? And, if you go through the full pre-approval process, get us documentation, let us verify the documentation, I'm not going to rerun your credit every 3 months. I'll let you shop with Kara, and under the understanding that we know that if for whatever the reason you've gone and taken out debt or not paid your bills and your credit is affected, as long as we're on the same page, I'm okay waiting until we find that right house and we go under contract again to update the credit for you guys. So, but that's, a constant conversation between Kara, myself, and you as the customer. So that's kind of like mortgage. I could talk for hours and hours about the ins and outs of this. I try and keep it as comprehensive as possible. Is there anything specific questions that people have in this chat that you want to just type in the chat box and let me know? Everybody's okay?
And if anyone's, while you're thinking about questions, I will just say that there's a lot of lenders, but I've found that Mack is great. I mean, great interest rates, obviously that's a concern, but interest rates being great, and communication and process. I mean, it's so important to be in the know the entire way. And his team does a really good job of communicating that. And honestly, before you even think about whether there's a question, the answer is given even before the question's asked. So you definitely, when, looking for lenders, that is an important thing. Who is my point of contact? How good are they communicating? What is the interest rate? Because most people do shop around, but I really think that Mack and his team do an awesome job of that.
I appreciate that. And to add too, I think that, everyone has, of course, you're buying a house because you want a house, but, everyone wants something different throughout the process. And to me, concerns are normally, cost, interest rate, and like communication, which I think, as a reputable, we're a national bank, we're in 46 states, but also we have a pretty good, reputation and exposure in this area, in the, New Jersey, Pennsylvania area. I think we kind of have all those bases covered. I mean, we make it a point to communicate with you throughout the process. When you go under contract, so you know where your loan is. It's in processing, it's in underwriting, it's approved. We ordered the appraisal. So I think communication is important to put you guys at ease so you can really focus on the front end of things with Kara, and anything to do with the house particularly, and the financing is just kind of streamlined, really. So, but yeah, I mean, Kara, do you think there's anything else I should cover, or do you think that's sufficient?
I think that's great. I think that's just enough of an intro. And then again, like same with what I'm going through, it's enough of an intro, and then the specifics to them can be done kind of like on a one-on-one basis.
Cool.